No, this button does.
Firing in 3.
Oh, yeah, hold the flight deck! Oh my gosh, guys, this is incredible!
Dave, it's finally happening.
Yeah, I'm painting a Landspeeder. Never thought I'd say that in my lifetime. Yeah, now we did a lot of research and I always, for some reason, remembered the Landspeeder being red, but it's actually this weird yellowish peach color with red accents. This might be a little bit light. I'm gonna put some more on here, let it dry, see what it looks like when it's dry, and we'll take it from there, but I think it's awesome.
All right, friends, while Dave is painting down there, it is time for your Diamondback recap to take you from where we started to where we are now in under 60 seconds. First of all, we got the crazy idea this winter to make a hovercraft, and that hovercraft quickly turned into a radio-controlled small-scale version. And after we had a lot of fun with the small-scale version, Dave came up with the idea to make a 1-to-1 scale version of the Star Wars Landspeeder. This resulted in a new prototype, a lot of fun, and ultimately some files to be able to make a large 1-to-1 scale version. After a lot of blocks of foam and a lot of hot wire cutting, the Landspeeder started finally taking shape, and we started putting motors in. We had some really cool early success with the motors, but we quickly found out that we simply did not have enough power. Thanks to our good friends at Zor and some new props, we were able to mount those props, and we were even able to drive Stefan around. Although we were able to drive Stefan around, it wasn't fast and it definitely wasn't a Landspeeder. So Zor stepped up once again to make some custom props for us and some new custom motors to be able to put inside of our nacelles to give us the proper propulsion. And in typical flight test fashion, we had to test those motors out in a fun way. So we grabbed the kayak, cut out a nacelle, strapped it on, and took to the water. And after our testing was done and a lot of fun on the water, we took those motors and we finally installed them in our hovercraft. And now that you guys are caught up, today is the day that we're going to be putting the paint on it, really starting to make it look like that Landspeeder, and ultimately, we're taking it to Flite Fest to show it to our community and hopefully get a few people to sit in it as well. Now, this project would simply not be possible without you guys, our subscribers, our Flite Test family, and also great partners like Diamondback. Diamondback has been an amazing partner now for a couple of years. We love their products, and we love the fact that they challenge us to dream big and do big. Now that we're all caught up, we got a lot of work to do. Let's get back to it.
So Dave, how it's going?
It's going really good, actually. I'm really impressed with how this is turning out. It's looking pretty much just like the Star Wars Landspeeder, so I couldn't be happier. I was kind of worried when I laid down the first color of paint. Now that I've got the red on it, it's looking perfect, I think. So I got a lot of just trimming to do and setting up pinstripes and stuff like that, but I think we're almost there.
All right, so I'm here at Lowe's here, and I'm gonna be getting some materials for basically doing the side grills on the side of the Landspeeder. Now, originally I was thinking about getting some Masonite, getting some of the FRB board, which is like a plastic board, and then bending it around and painting it. But I walked down the aisle here with molding, and they have a very lightweight foam cord molding trim that's very refined, but also very affordable. So this material looks just like metal. It's super, super smooth, but also really light. You can see it's foam cord. Best part is $4 a stick. I only need about 12 sticks to do both sides. So I think I'm in good shape. I'm gonna go ahead and pick up some Masonite just in case this doesn't work, but I think we got this nailed.
All right, so Dave is making a ton of awesome progress on this giant hovercraft. It is looking fantastic. We've hit a lot of milestones along the way, a lot of ups and a lot of downs, but we're really excited because at the end of the day, we're gonna be able to take this thing out and have a whole ton of fun with it. At the same time, we got a really cool announcement for you guys. Insta360 just released their new Go 3 platform, which is, as you know, we had the Go 2, this little guy, which we put on literally everything. So we're so excited to obviously have the new version, which is the Go 3. Look at this guy. So just like the previous version, the Go 3 is still the lightest and smallest action cam that you can get on the market. And as you can see, obviously it's completely hands-free, it's magnetic. They upgraded the camera. Now you've got ultra-wide POV shots at 2.7K instead of just 1440. And also they have improved heat dissipation, which allows you to have no more limitations on the single clip length that you had before, which was about 10 minutes. On top of that, when you get one of these, it comes with a ton of different accessories. You got your magnet pendant, You've got your easy clip, and you've also got a pivot stand, which is awesome. So you can move it in every which angle that you want while it's fixed to that stand. All right, so the biggest thing in my opinion is the new multi-function action pod. It's got a bigger battery, 50% larger than the Go 2, and one of the coolest functions about this new action pod is they added a flip touchscreen, which gives you the ability to preview all of your stuff on the screen. And as always, they have the most amazing stabilization with flow state stabilization and the 360 horizon lock. And one of my favorite things actually about the camera itself is that it has now 2 built-in microphones. We tested it out the other day and it actually worked really, really well. So Insta360 and obviously the Go 3 in general, it's all about being creative, right? So you've got your time shift, which speeds up the time and space with the hyperlapse. You got slow motion, which is up to 4 times 120 frames per second. Then you got time lapse mode, which you're shooting awesome time lapses even at night, which is pretty cool. It's pretty amazing. So if you're looking to get one of these, which I hope you are, because these things are amazing, you're not gonna be disappointed. Check the link in the description below. That's our affiliate link. So when you click that and you purchase, you're helping us out a ton. You're also gonna get yourself an awesome Insta360 camera who's always innovating. So make sure you go check out the link in the description below, get your Go 3 and the new action pod, and you're not gonna be disappointed. All right, so now I gotta go check on Dave to make sure that he's got all the paint stuff that he needs, all the accessories, so we can get this thing out, moving around, and make it look awesome.
All right, Dave, so here's what I got. I went ahead and I took the grain this way on 16-inch plywood. That way we can kind of bend it around. And we have a nice little template we can glue this on and kind of, you know what I mean, make a curve with it.
Yeah.
And then I'm thinking if we could take the Hotwire thing, I tried a soldering tip on it and it melts. So maybe we can take the Hotwire foam factory cutter
And just cut right around.
just cut them. And so each one of those will lay on that with the right spacing. And then for the holder, I took this and it has just enough to just pop.
Kind of clip in.
Yep.
Oh, that's gonna look so good.
You think that about the right silver?
Yeah, I think so. And then of course we have to take the pretty stuff and make it look dirty.
Yep. It all gets dirty together, huh? Can I let this right here? Let's try. So you guys obviously know our love of the Hotwire foam factory Hotwire cutter that we've been doing all these crazy projects with, but what you may not know is there's a lot of hand tools, including bows and things that you can use. So even though we have a CNC machine that's doing these, you can do this with a bow. Everything you see can be done. It's just how many sections you have, but we have a bow that goes up to 4 feet. That means you can get sections just as big as what we're cutting, all by hand. And the templates give you the ability to be able to basically remake parts when you crash.
All right, guys, so I'm just finishing up the last of the mounts for the louvers on the front of this thing. Got the other side done, and it looks phenomenal. Josh right now is up at HQ getting the last of the parts prepared, and he's gonna come down and help me put this together. And like I was saying, if we take a heat gun, we might be able to get it to relax.
I guarantee you can. When I took it home, I didn't want it to flop around and break in the wind, so I bent it in the truck, and it kept the shape.
Oh, good.
So that was just in 100 degrees.
Awesome.
I love it.
It's a winner.
Good job. Thank you.
Good job.
All right. So while Davis finishes up here, I'm going to take our Carbon Guardian here. This is one of my favorite Guardians. And typically we have Michael Bixler do the chase cam. I'm not a very good pilot, but one really cool thing is this has stabilization, which will make it look pretty good. And while Dave's getting this ready, I'm going to have some fun, take it for a quick test flight.
Josh has the Insta360 Go 3 on our Guardian Gremlin, and he is pushing it to its limits.
He is rocking it.
He is channeling his inner Michael. Look at you.
Sorry, I'm having too much fun.
I love it, dude.
It's working.
All right, guys, we had an incredible week. We got a lot done.
It's finally starting to take shape, looking really good. Man, the paint job's incredible.
Yeah. We got all the painting done. All the electronics are done. The only thing we have left is to load it up in the trailer and take it to Flite Fest.
We're almost there at the very end, ready to get this flying. Zora has some specially made props. They're just a little bit behind schedule, but you better believe it. When those props go in, that thing's going up. We have a lot ahead. Make sure you smash down the subscribe bell. We'll see you next time.
What are you doing?
See you next time.
All right, guys, so we had a ton of fun hanging out with this giant, crazy hovercraft project. Obviously, we just finished painting it up. Hope you guys enjoyed it. We think it looks awesome. We can't wait to do a little bit more to it. And we also want to give a huge shout out to our friends over at Insta360 for sponsoring this video. We're super excited about this Go 3 that they just launched today. So make sure you check the link in the description below. Grab yourself the new and improved Go 3 with the awesome action pod and all of the awesome features that come with this new camera. So make sure you check out the link in the description below. Grab yourself one. You're not going to be disappointed. And guys, we really appreciate you tuning in, watching the content. Without you guys, we wouldn't be here. So we'll catch you in the next one.